Hey folks, it's Rivgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here in Boulder Canyon. We're going to keep going with our lime over here. What I'm going to do, I think, today is, well, like I said, keep going with the lime. I'm going to finish one round around the outside of the field. I'm going to go all the way around the outside of the field, get a complete round done. Once I've done that, then I will get the plow and put that over on one side of the field, set the hired help going, and just leave the plow working up and down the field. Now, I've used one... no, is it 2,000 litres of lime in a thing, or is it 4,000 litres? I can't actually remember. I've been driving in through here. I'm thinking maybe we should drive in through somewhere else. I'm not quite sure yet. I think it'll be alright. We can just keep going in through here. We do need to go and clean up the sheep. We'll do that after, once we've got the ploughing and everything started. That can all then start going on. Drop you down there like that. Oops. Do that. Start loading up. It's 4,000 litres in each bag, isn't it, for lime? Because it's 2,000 in fertiliser bags. So we got 4,000 litres per bag going into there. I'll take this up this way, like that, and we'll head off back down there. So we may end up with enough. We're just going to have to watch it quite closely. There's going to be a lot of backwards and forwards going on with this line. So I'm quite pleased that we don't have to do this too often, or it simply just wouldn't be worth it because of the sheer number of times that we are going to have to travel across this field. It might be better having something else to do the lime with, but I'd like to do it like this just once and see how it works, because there are people who do put lime on their fields and have to do it like this in a much sort of smaller application, right? Not everybody is able to use the great big machinery to do everything. So for that reason, we are going to do it like this. This is what this is the plan. We're going to do it like this. We're going to go all the way through, and then we get a reasonable way around the field. And then once we've done once around the field, it does get a little bit easier to sort of do the rest, doesn't it? It's the outside round. It takes up quite a bit of the field as well. There's a fair chunk of the field done once you've completed that outside round. And I'll stop there, and then bring that back round like this. And I'm thinking by sort of starting travelling and then engaging like that, we're getting the maximum out of it as well. The only bit that where it's really going to become a problem is where you're overlapping, like on those bits on the end over there, but that's not going to be too much of a problem either, I don't think. I think we'll be alright with that. We'll go up here, and I'm going to reverse in here next to the sheep. Once I've done the lime, then I will come back and we will tidy up the sheep. So we won't worry about them at the moment. I am curious how many sheep I've got at the moment. Let's just bring you back like that, and I'll lower you down. Start loading you up. That's the 4th load out of there. That should be just about all of it. There we go. 4th load out of that one. It says 99% full on it now. So 4 loads for each one. That means I've only got another 12 loads there. We may need to get some more. We may have to get more lime back here before we're done. 70% at the moment. At 70%, 70 sheep. And we're allowed 80 sheep in total in this pen, aren't we? I think it's 80. Is it 80? I can't remember now. Pretty sure it's 80 sheep is the maximum. There's the cow, horse. Sheep enclosure is 80 sheep, and then it's 250 in the big one. So we do want to be able to get the big one and get that as soon as possible, but the 70 we've got, we shouldn't run out of space for more sheep until after our next harvest. I'm hoping. And we got to decide on a set quantity for grain that we can sell in one go. We got 50,000 litres of grain off of the field this time round, and I'm thinking that we ought to have more than that as our we got 58,000 litres, and I'm wondering if we should set our minimum sell quantity at, say, 75,000 litres or something like that. or we'll look at one of the bigger trailers and we'll set it on whatever the bigger trailer is. And we can go more than that because, like, the bloke can always have an extra trailer. We don't have to sell it in exactly those numbered quantities, so we can have more than the whatever the amount is, but we can't have less than. So for things like soybeans, it's going to be a bit more of a juggle, because obviously we're not going to get that many soybeans off the field, and canola as well. We're not going to get like a huge quantity of canola coming off of the field before we're ready to, off of each harvest. So we could end up having to do like 3 harvests of beans or canola in order to be able to get enough for a reasonable amount for selling. And that's going to be an interesting thing to sort of watch as the series progresses. That's going to be an interesting thing to keep note of. And once we've expanded our land and we've got room for more arable, then yeah, that will make a difference. But like I've said before, the next thing that we're going to be doing up there, once we've cleared that next round of trees up there, that's going to be more grass. And we're going to be expanding the grass capabilities so that we can get cows. And cows only need grass. They don't need straw at all. At least I don't think they do. This is what I was talking about previously. If they only need, if they may need a little bit of straw for bedding, but they don't really need any straw at all. Straw is good because it does bulk out the TMR that they have, but they don't need to have it. So we'll see how that goes. And we also haven't decided what we're going to do about milk yet. Whether we just sell the milk as it happens. We say sell the milk every 3rd day and get whatever price it is, because that's what the tanker travels all the way up here. So the morning of the 3rd day, we sell the milk, or every 2 days or something along those lines. That's definitely something that is a reasonably realistic sort of approach, is you've got to sell at that price. That's the given price, and that's what you get for it. Right. I'll bring you along. Let's see if we can balance this one. Oh, I went a little bit too far back on that, but I think it's alright. This should finish the field. Well, it definitely will finish the field. So I'm going to bring you over sort of like that. Round there. And that's going to be the last of it in here. And I'm going to go and get the plow. Well, no, I'm not going to get the plow just yet. I'm going to go and take this up, and I'm going to use this up. I'm not going to go and top this one up so that we've got the, we'll be using up the crates exactly. That's how I'd like to do it. And also, I don't know if I should use hired help on this, because hired help is not very good at starting and stopping at the ends. It sort of starts. It doesn't do a running start, does it? It's very, very bad at doing a running start. I'm going to go along like this, though. There. I'll do out that corner. Just like that. I mean, what I can do is I can start it manually myself on the end of each row. And then I can put the hired help going on it. Maybe that would be something that we could seriously consider doing. How far over are we going to want to go? I'd say about there would be right. So I'll go there like that. I know what I can... No, I don't. I was going to say I could use the GPS, but this tractor doesn't actually have GPS fitted. Well, we got that much done. Yeah. I don't think we've got enough lime to be able to do this. I think I'm going to have to go and get more lime. And we've got 2 ways I can do that. I can either go over with the tractor and bring back some more pallets of lime. I'll take the tractor and the trailer and we will just auto-load them. Or I can buy a couple and load them with the forklift back at the dealership and then bring them back like that. It's going to have to be one or the other. I think I'll probably just do them with the forklift and then bring them over, because that way the tractor, the case tractor, in a minute, we'll be able to go and hook the plow onto that one, and that one can get going with that. So let's close that cover down, lift that one up. This is load number 8. We've only just gone round the outside of the field, and we now need to... well, continue on with the land work. I was going to say start doing it, but we're not starting anything. We're continuing on. And this is the bit. We're going to have, like, bits that are overlapping, and it's not quite so good when you've got all these bits that are overlapping. And hired help doesn't like the triangles either, does it? It does struggle with these triangles. I'm gonna do this bit like this. And I'll manually do this. And then I am going to put the hired help going a minute so that we can get going. We can set the plow up. So I'll bring you up like that. And all the way up there. And then I'm going to bring you in over this way. And right, we need to find out exactly where the... I'd say it's about there. That seems to be about right. Alright, I'm looking at that join down through there. That does seem to be about right. Let's just accept that we are going to have to go and get more lime. So if we do it like this, it should be okay. So then I can go up there, start that working. Yes, hired help. The hired help will just carry on with it. Perfect. That's absolutely perfect. There's a little tiny bit of overlap on there, but overall, that's doing absolutely great. So you can go on and do that. I mean, yeah, it's so quick. And that's the bit right there. That's where it runs out and it sort of leaves a little bit of a mess in places. But at least it does bring it over to sort of the right distance. It's going to bring it there. It's then going to straighten up and get to the right position on there. Now what are you going to do? And then it's going to start. Oh, it's doing it reasonably well, actually. That is doing it reasonably well. And yes, I know that he's literally about to run out, but I want to get the plow started. Helper A stopped work unexpectedly. Yeah, we expected that. That wasn't unexpected at all. That was expected. And you right here, this should allow plowed ground, because this is actually a plow. We're not doing this. It's not like create fields with the cultivator or anything like that. This is proper plowing work. So we will run over here with this one. Then we can go and get that one going again. The plow's going to take quite a while, so we could sort of use up the lime that we've got and then worry about the rest of it afterwards. I'd say, though, what I can do with the plow is I could do one run along the top end here. That's not going to get in the way of anything. Bring you back this way, over here, and I'll do a run here like this. So I'll drop you into the ground like that. And we will do one run along the edge like this, just to give us an edge to the field along here. I'm not going to bother doing it on any of the rest of it. I'm simply going to bring the plow over to here and then up out of the ground like that, and that's it. I don't really need to. I was just doing it so it's definitely got room to turn around with the trees and everything that are there. And then I bring you over to here and go. Right, I'll drop it into the ground like that. And he's away. Now, how far is he going to go with the trees and everything being where they are? This is the bit that I'm curious about, is how well is it going to cope with everything it needs to do with the trees and that there. I'm hoping it'll be alright. Might be that we've got to go along and tidy it up a little bit afterwards, but that's fine. Now I'll take you. You can go back through here. We've got a line there. With the marks from the wheels on the tractor, so we'll be able to use that to start our next line down across the field. That'll make that a little bit easier. And we can get a little bit ahead of the plow with this. And this is the one bit that's going to sort of make it slow down a little bit, is we've got to come up here every 1,000 litres, grab some more, and then go back over the field. I mean, we should be able to stay reasonably ahead of the plow. I'm confident that we can do that. But at the same time, we can't hang around, because that plow will catch up fairly quickly, I think. So here's load number 9. Into there. Lift that one up. And away we go again. Once the cultivator is going, we'll get this done, and then the cultivator is going to go into the field, and that's going to follow along behind the plow that is working. And then we're also going to, as soon as the plow is finished, we'll get the seed drill going in there as well. That's going to be following along behind. Although, actually, once the plowing's done, I'm thinking that we'll put fertilizer on. We'll use this one, and we'll immediately start going with fertilizer. And then we can start worrying about some of these others. So I'm going to bring you to there. That's about right, I think. So I'll back you up. Start you going forward and go like that. And then press H, and that will carry on as well. Perfect. We're going to have quite a bit doubled over on the slice just over there, I think. Well, are we? There is going to be some of it doubled over, certainly. Like up here, like, there's always bits that you get doubled over on an odd-shaped field. There's nothing that you can do about that, though. So we're not going to spend too much time worrying about it. While we're driving up there, let's go in here. Let's have a look. We're definitely going to need more lime, but how much we're going to need, see, that's the thing. We went with 2 pallets just to start this bit of field off, so I don't want to buy any lime just yet. I've got $70,000 at the moment, but I have got to buy seed and I've got to buy fertilizer for the field, so we may not have enough to actually buy the new drill that I'd like to buy. Right, you're empty. That didn't take too long, did it? I'll just bring you back round like that. See, now he's doing the longer runs on the field. He's going to be occupied for a while. Before we have to worry about that one, he'll be fine. And one more pass all the way up through. That should cover all of that with lime. And then we've got kind of a couple little bits of short work, and then we've got the top side of the rock. Wondering where I'm going to go and expand next for cutting down trees. Obviously, we've got that big field up there that I'm working on at the moment with the other bits. Let me just lower you down. We're working on that one up there. That's going to be grass, and then we will be able to put cows up on the top side of that field. And that's great and all. Right, this is the 4th load out of that bag. I've got 1 more bag. That's it. That's all I got left. So cows are going up at the top of the field up there, and then like right up in the top corner up there, so that we kind of reduce a little. We don't want too much lag around the yard down here. So we're going to have to move a few of the trees around like opposite side where the sheep pen is, so that we've got room for another sheep pen. That's something that we are going to have to do. Now we bring you in here. I start you up, and then I go like that with the hired help. Excellent. And this is a bit, it's going to go all the way up there. There's quite a bit that it's having to overlap on this part. There. See? Right. It's quite that there was an awful lot that it had to overlap there. But I mean, that's just the way that it goes, really, isn't it? There's not really a lot that we can do about that. We know that we're getting some overlap up the other end as well. It's not quite as bad as what we just overlapped here. We're not going to get all the way down there, so we need to do another bit. But this, now that we've got, like, we've definitely got all the way over to the stone. There's plenty of land that we've covered. But I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking that, right, that's covered 1. Right, that's used up 1 pallet right there. And we've got to cover that lot there still. We've got 1 more pallet. I reckon that we're going to want 2 more pallets. After the one that we've got, I think 2 more pallets will be enough to do the field. But I'm thinking we buy 4 so that we've definitely got it covered. Right? 2 pallets is great, but if we buy 4, we've definitely got it covered. We've got a little bit spare that we can use next time. And I know that we shouldn't really be moving 2 pallets at once with the pallet forks, but if you've got 4 pallets, it's easy to just... It's still 2 trips, isn't it? All right? It's still 2 trips, so that would be nice and easy to move around. And we'll be loading them from... We're not going to bring them back in here to do the loading. We will load them out in the yard, and we'll only bring the spare ones that we've got back in here. So we're not going to have to mess around doing loads and loads of loader work that we don't want to do as well. And that's another really positive point. Right, so we got lots of positive points on it. I'm quite happy with all of that. Let's take this one up here. He's only just there. Do this bit right here. Ploughing is... Actually, the ploughing is looking good. I mean, when you've got short work like that, it sort of... It does get across it reasonably quickly. It's annoying because of the constant up and down that you've got to do all the time. And you don't want to be up and down all the time. It gets annoying having to do all the ups and the downs. But eventually... Start you there like that, and press H, so that will go up through. I'm hoping it will go all the way up through there and do that. It'll slow down about here and reconsider what it's going to do. No, it's not. It's going to go all the way up. Okay, ideal. yeah, it sort of, you get a reasonable amount covered pretty quickly, and then it moves into the longer runs, and it seems to slow right down then, and that's the bit that we're sort of wanting to watch. Right, you've completed your tide. I expected that. That was 100% fully expected on there. Now we'll go back over this way and start doing this bit down here. I say about there. Oh, it must be over a little bit. Yeah, I'm running quite an overlap on that, which I didn't really want to do. Still. Hopefully it'll be alright. We'll go and get the next bit. And, you know, I'm actually thinking, now that I'm looking at it, we were a lot closer. 4, I think, would be daft. I think we will easily do it with 2 tanks. You stop work unexpectedly because you've driven into a tree. I think we need to get that one going first. We need to keep this one going. Quite why you felt the need to do that, I don't really know, because there's no real reason for you to go and do daft things. I tell you what, just so as it doesn't do it again, we'll come over here. I'm actually gonna... I was gonna say I'll do it along the top, but there's a tractor parked in the way. Some idiot went and put a tractor in the way. Let's not worry about that one then. We will come over to here. I'll bring it up to that point right there. I will lower that in there, and I will go herring off across here like this. And straighten out those little bits down there, and that should allow enough room for turning on the side. We don't have enough room, I don't think, for turning on the top end where the stone and everything is, but we'll worry about that afterwards. It doesn't look like it's left anything behind down the edge of this field down here, so we don't have to worry about that. I can simply bring this one out, turn you to about here like this. It's gonna be about, I think that's about right there, and then lower you in there. You're away. You're gonna meet... Yes, you are. All the way across. Excellent. Right, that's good. And I can go back to this one. We will go and get the next lot of lime. So 2 pallets. We'll only get 2. I did say 4. But this is why I wanted to wait before I went and purchased anything. Because chances are I would definitely get it wrong if we're estimating too far away. I'll probably still get it wrong. I'll probably look at this and think, yeah, definitely 2. And then it'll end up being that we need 17 pallets. I'm kind of hoping that we don't need 17 pallets. I'm thinking that if we do need 17 pallets, something's gone wrong. Something somewhere will have gone slightly wrong if we do actually need 17 pallets. So we got this final load right here. Honestly, I thought I had one more load coming out of here. I've obviously miscounted somewhere, but that doesn't really matter. So we take this load over here. We'll run back up to there, and we'll see just how far we get on this. When we get up there, we'll finish this row that we're on, and then we'll start on the next row. Going to bring you over here. I did have a bit of an overlap on this. I'll go in there like that. There's a little tiny bit of an overlap, and I think I've actually gone out a little bit too far, so we may miss a tiniest spot up through there. We'll go back and tidy that up afterwards. So this one will come down to here. It's not going to get another pass across the field. So is 2 pallets going to be enough? Yeah, I'm looking at this again and I'm thinking, oh, I don't know. Right, we get up to this point here, but there's some long runs up across that field. And you divide that up. Have we got 8 passes on this field? Right, there isn't 8 passes on the field. So there's 8 loads. 1 load would be just about 1 full run across. But we haven't got 8 passes on the field. I mean, like there, I've gone like halfway across, and then I've gone a little bit further, and I've gone up to here. We haven't got another 8 up through there, so I think 2 is the magic number here. This is a little bit of a gamble, but I think 2 is the magic number that we want. So you're just going to keep going. You'll be fine. I will come out of there. We've got the forks over there. The forks, the thingamajig, the wait, what? It's 2. I honestly thought that we were pulling in. I honestly thought it was 4,000 litres per bag. I mean, these over here, these are bigger bags. Big bag lime, they're still 2,000. That's the same in the lime bags. I honestly thought that lime was 4,000, not 2,000. Those are 1,000 each, and these are 2,000. Right. Okay, well, 4 it is then. We are going to want 4. I can't see that 2 is going to be enough. So why did I think... I must have been missing when the pallets were finishing, or I've been badly miscounting. I've been very, very badly miscounting. Right, we'll do that right there. And I've actually gone and bought 5 because I'm that daft. Okay. This is... I'm going from bad to worse today. I really am. Right, let's get you on here, and then I'll need to go and get the forklift. I'll just get this bit right here and get that one on. Like this. Bring you back like that. And then I got to get those loaded up. Alright, and getting those loaded up, it takes a while. It's because we got to use the forklift. And the forklift does take a minute or two to get under the pallets and bring them back. And yes, it's a little bit of a mess around. Right, we'll do that right there. That's loaded. Well, it's not loaded. It's hooked on. It's ready to go. So now we just want to get these 5 pallets that I've accidentally bought. I did not mean to buy 5, but I mean, yeah, because they are 2,000 liters, that means it's only 4 passes for 2 pallets. 4 passes, there's no way we would do it. How have I been missing? How have I really been missing this badly? It's like, honestly, I've been... I suppose it's because as I go along, I'm constantly talking. I'm not really paying that much attention to it. I'm just rabbiting on as I go. So I'll shunt those up like that, and I'll pull 1 pallet here, and then we might be able to get this one loaded on. And then I'll put 2 lots of 2s. See if I can do 2 lots of 2 there without any trouble. Oh, that one's come on all right. Pushed on a little bit further. Like that. Right, can we do 2 lots of 2 here, do you think? Do you think we can do 2 lots of 2? Alright, I'll back it out a little bit so that we can get it straight. Yeah, I want to straighten that one up like that. Right, that's perfect there. We've got the forks in the right place. And now I need to lower them down and get them in the right place there. Okay, that's absolutely spot on perfect, that is. And I'll sort of lean that one back like that. I'm thinking that what I might do... Right, it's very weird the way that it just keeps moving sometimes when I pick stuff up. I'm thinking what I might do is try and take the forklift with me. Wondering if I could do that. And then I could unload at the other end with the forklift. But then the more I think about that, the more I think that might be a bad idea. So we won't bother doing that. Let's put you down there. Okay, there's one bit. And then I got to get 2 more pallets on, and then I can go and get this delivered back to the yard. Back to the farm. We need to tilt forward, lower down a bit. There we go. There's another 4. That I wonder if that's why, because I sort of got this residual memory of 4,000 associated with it. And it's not 4,000 at all, is it? It's nothing to do with 4,000. It's 2,000 per bag. Well, I don't know why I was thinking it's because I was thinking that fertilizer bags are 2,000 at a time. Stop looking at the back wheels. It's always a bad idea to be looking at the back wheels. And I'm pretty sure that these things are rear-wheel drive. Even though they should be front-wheel drive, I'm pretty sure the game has got the drive on the rear wheels, which is why when he's overloaded, he doesn't stop going backwards. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Because I think that drive and everything is all dealt with on the back wheels with these. Look at that. Overloaded there. I bent those forks up, didn't I? Okay, we're fully loaded. We are ready to go. Let's just go and put this back in the shed where it belongs, and then we can hop in the truck and we head back to the yard. We've got a delivery of fertilizer to make. So I will bring you into here like this. Slow it down and do that. There we go. Excellent. Then jump into you, and we will go whizzing off. So there, we got 10,000 lime on board, so that's all locked on, which means that we shouldn't have any issues with it sliding off anywhere, which is what we want. That's what we desperately need. We do not want this sliding off anywhere. That is just going to cause trouble mayhem, and it's going to be unpleasant for everybody involved. We do not want trouble and mayhem. So I can get you all the way back over there. This will be enough to definitely 10,000 litres of lime will be enough to finish the field. Quite how many pallets we're going to have left? I'm thinking we're going to use 3. I'm thinking we're going to use, well, we'll use up 2 pallets, and we'll be into our 3rd pallet before we finish, because I did originally intend to buy 4 pallets, and I think we'll be partway through the 3rd pallet, but we could be more than that. So get into the comment section today. We won't be able to finish doing the lime today. We'll finish the lime tomorrow. Get into the comment section and say, how many pallets do you think we're going to be left with at the end of this job? How many pallets of lime are going to be sat against the shed waiting for 3 harvests time when we've got to go and put more lime on the field? By that time, I want a bigger lime spreader. I mean, the little one that we've got, yeah, it's great. It's doing a wonderful job and it works. But quite honestly, this is a lot of messing around to get the lime onto the fields. I would like to be able to do it a bit faster. And also, we've got to keep in mind that next time we come to liming the field, we won't have to plough afterwards, because we're only sticking with standard cereal crops. There won't be a need for any ploughing. He is really going slow up through there, isn't he? I don't know if it's... I don't know why, so he's not normally that slow going up there, is he? I don't think he is. A bit of a strain on that one today. I don't really know why. Might just be... Well, I don't think it's lag. I don't think lag has slowed him down. I think maybe it could just be the position of the pallets on the trailer. Maybe it just didn't particularly like that position, and maybe one of them is just got a hitbox that's lowered down. That's the sort of thing that I really don't... There's nothing I can do about it. I really should slow down when I come through there. So they're not locked completely onto the trailer, but have you noticed now I've suddenly lost the message that I did previously have to say that we're 10,000 litres of lime? That's not there anymore. That's gone. I'm going to have to go back up and get those. I've got to not go over that bridge quite so fast in future. I've done that before. I've gone over there a little bit too fast and not bounced so much that I've lost part of my load. That is actually a first for me, as that was not part of the master plan. We were not supposed to go and do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this truck in here, and we will back up to the truck and we will load from this side over here. I'll put it over here in the middle, like this. I'm just going to go right there, and I'm going to stop. So that's where we're going to load from. I will go over here now to... Right, I don't need to go and look at that one, so I can go and look at this one. And I will run over and we will get some of that. I'm going to leave the 2 pallets up the top, and we will go and get those with an auto-load trailer when we're done, I think, rather than worrying about going... Because that's a long way to go with the pallet forks. So if I was to take the pallet forks up there and do it, it wouldn't work quite so well. So if I load it up like this, we'll get the auto-load trailer after we've done the rest of the work. That's how we're going to do that bit. So we can start loading these off of here. I mean, if we need more than 3 pallets to do this, then, yeah, we'll have to go up and get some of it like that. I mean, maybe I'll still use the auto-load trailer to do that. And I can bring you down to here and go. Right. So anyway, I have run out of time for today's episode, so if you would like to... Oh, what's he doing? He's left a tiny little bit right there, he's left. No, he's okay. So yeah, like I said, I've run out of time. So if you've enjoyed the episode, then could you please head down below and give us a like? And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.